So you think Dave Ramsey is crazy? You think his rules and his ways of thinking about money are radical and outside the box? Well, here's what I think about Dave Ramsey's advice about money. This is the Coins, Cashflow, and Conversations podcast. I am your host, Dakota Grady. Welcome to the podcast, y'all. So today is going to be an interesting topic. What did I learn from Dave Ramsey? That's right, what did I learn from Dave Ramsey? We're going to dive right into this conversation. So everyone knows who Dave Ramsey is. If you don't know, he basically is a financial expert. He's been doing his program at Financial Peace University, or FPU, for a long time. And people know him for basically debt freedom, right? Being debt free. So I was introduced to Dave Ramsey years ago in 2007 or 08 when I was an auditor for a company in my hometown of Greenville, South Carolina. And he came to Greenville, did an event, and I was reluctant to go. But when I did, it changed everything for me. So I was on the fence because I was an auditor. I used my credit card and I was getting reimbursed for my travel expenses. I was traveling on behalf of my employer and I was auditing collection agencies around the country. So I would use my credit card and get reimbursed. I didn't like being in debt, but I was getting paid, get reimbursed, pay off my credit card for my travel, right? Then I went through this program and I was like, man, I stopped using debt. I was just able to save money and use cash for my travel. I had a credit card for about 8 years, I believe. And when I canceled my credit card, the guy asked me, are you sure? I was like, dude, yeah, I'm sure. I want to cancel my credit card and I'm done with it, close my account. But here's some things that I learned that helped me become basically debt free. My wife and I paid off our debt in 2013 and basically been staying debt free since then. But here is what I learned from Dave Ramsey about debt and how I changed my mindset of using credit and now basically being debt free and using cash for everything. 3 things I learned from Dave Ramsey. First, in order for you to live a debt-free lifestyle, you gotta change your mindset. We're in a culture where credit is everything. People rely on credit for everything. I mean, houses, boats, cars. I mean, people even finance phones now. I mean, it's crazy what we rely on for immediate gratification. For me, I had a credit card. I used it for emergencies per se, and I paid it off though. I'll pay it off when I got paid from my employer because I didn't like owing people money. I just like to have it in my back pocket for emergencies, right? But then I realized I wanted different. Everyone else talked about using credit. Even Larry Burkett, who came before Dave Ramsey, said, be debt free, but have a credit card. Dave Ramsey took it a step further and said, be debt free and have no credit cards. So I wanted to be different, not like everyone else, because a lot of people, I think like 80% of people in America have debt. So it starts with your mindset. Believe that debt free is a lifestyle that you can achieve if you decide to. So first, change your mindset. Secondly, you must stay committed to living debt free. Since I took Dave Ramsey's course, Financial Peace University, I'm not getting paid for this, but I took this course 5 times. I went through the course twice as a participant and led the class 3 times because I believed in what he was talking about. Debt-free message of financial peace. Living peacefully in your finances is a game changer and is a reality. You gotta commit to the process. If you're gonna live debt-free, you have to go against the culture of borrowing for everything, whether it be houses, cars, clothes, boats, motorcycles, following whatever gadgets, whatever you're doing, you have to commit to not borrow money. My wife and I got married in 2008 and we used cash for our honeymoon. We used cash for our wedding too, because we didn't want it to be in debt like everyone else. We committed to the process. So You must commit to a debt-free lifestyle. Going on vacation, use cash. Going out to eat, use cash. You want to tip somebody, use cash. So having that mentality of debt-free starts there first in your mindset. Then you gotta commit to say, I am going to live debt-free for the rest of my life. And honestly, I've only felt the wagon like once since 2008, but now I'm back on board. And I know that debt-free is the real way to live life. Not going back. When I went back, I felt really, really bad because I knew I was not living true to myself. So now I'm really committed to debt-free lifestyle. Now you must commit to. And the last thing I learned from Dave Ramsey is to create a plan of action. You gotta be able to change your mindset, commit to the process. But once you commit, you gotta put in the work, take the action. That's right. Set a plan that's gonna help you to create an action plan to get out of debt forever and a day. Because it's good to have a mindset change. It's good to commit, but it's even better to take action. And I call it the debt crushing method. Basically, listing your debts from the tiniest one to the biggest one, regardless of interest rate. And you pay the minimum, all the debts. And then you just basically attack the smallest debt, the tiniest one. You go hamburger on that thing and pay it off, right? So you do that, and once you pay off that debt, the money you're paying on that debt, put it toward the second debt. You keep doing that process. You keep crushing the debt until you become debt-free. That's right. That's the process. It takes commitment, it takes a mindset change, and it takes a habit of seeing that you can pay off one small debt, giving you the momentum to pay off the rest of your debts, to become debt-free. And then you can have that money that you're paying on debts to build your financial future that you really want and have envisioned for you and your family. That's what it's about. Debt-free means that you have choices and options to spend the money the way you really want to spend it and not make other people rich. Because when you borrow money, you're paying back principal plus interest, and the interest payments is what makes someone else rich. Because it's interest income to them, but it's a penalty to you. Don't let OPM, other people's money, keep you broke. By the way, get a copy of my book, Broke, at dakotagrady.com. So that's what I learned from Dave Ramsey. No matter what your background is, if you're willing to change your mindset, if you're willing to commit to the process, and willing to follow a plan to get out of debt, it works. So for those who say it doesn't work, Dave Ramsey's plan, it works if you work the process, the system. I'm not promoting the program, I'm just saying that debt-free is the way to live if you choose to live debt-free. It gives you choices, helps you to have less stress, worry, and you can really put your vision into action by starting today. So I want to encourage you to live your life debt-free. You may have some resistance from culture, even internally from family and friends, but be different. Don't be like everybody else, broke and struggling. This is Dakota Grady. Thank you for joining me for the Coins, Cashflow, and Conversations podcast. You can reach me at dakotagrady.com. It's a website for resources about how to manage your business and personal finances.